We just passed the halfway point of the year, which means I need to come on here and talk about the real questions, the tough questions, the questions everyone's too scared to ask. Who had the 5 best metal and hardcore releases of the year so far? Can a band from 2026 make the shit you heard in 2010 actually sound good? Does this look infected to you? It's going to be a very music-heavy episode this time, so grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a blanket. I don't know where the fuck you're listening to this, and I'm not your fucking mom. You don't need to do what I say. Just prepare your asshole. We're about to kill some time. Let's go.
I would rather die first, Angela.
Get that bitch, Leatherface! Get that bitch!
Is named after people named Lou. You've got Lou Gehrig's disease, leukemia, lupus. I feel especially bad for the guy who lupus is named after. He had a terrible disease, and his last name was Piss.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy TJ Vegas, aka Kill Murray, and welcome back to another episode of Killing Time with Kill Murray. Last week, we came back after many months of being away, and it felt good. We talked about music. We talked about movies. We did some reviews. I caught you up to speed with what I've been filling my time with. This week, it's primarily about new and upcoming heavy music releases. But before we get to any of that, I do have something else that I want to talk about. And goddamn, was Sunday fucking fire. So I almost never go out to big events. I don't go to giant concerts where the tickets are like $200 and everybody looks like ants. I don't see WWE. I don't go to any big festivals or anything like that. I never do any of that. But when your homie goes, hey, I was given some comp tickets because my wrestling school does a whole lot of cool shit, and I got a +1. Do you want to come to TNA Slammiversary with me for free? Of course, I'm like, yes. I'll say yes. I'll figure out the logistics of it later on. And I'm so happy I did. Because you're thinking comp tickets, okay? You're thinking, and these probably aren't the best. They're probably like, you know, the first rise of the place that it's at. Like, probably 15 to 20 rows back at best, okay? We pull up, we make great time with me getting out of work. We get there, we don't know where we're sitting. We pick up our tickets from Will Call, and then we look at the tickets. 4th row. Me and all my friends fucking astounded that they would ever be that good. And we walked down so many fucking stairs. I was excited to be in the 4th row, but goddamn were those stairs the bane of my existence. Once we experienced just how many fucking stairs we have to topple every time we have to do literally anything, I made the choice, okay, one more time, I'm gonna get as many concessions as I can carry down these stairs so I don't have to go up there ASAP. Got a soda. Got a beer. Got a big old plate of French fries, which are actually pretty fucking good. Stadium fries normally sucks ass. We get down there, I sit down, and proceed to be the smarkiest of marks, the most insufferable wrestling fan. No, I'm not just doing taunts in public. It's my least favorite thing wrestling fans do. But I am sitting there dropping unwanted knowledge and fun facts every 2 minutes. The dumbest jokes. And marking out for things that nobody fucking knows. But they do now. Because I'm there just being like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. This is the first time this person, and this person have been in the ring since Dragon Gate USA in 2012. oh my god, if we had this one other person, it would be like the two factions finally coming back together one more time. This is dope! And everyone's just like, I just like high-flying wrestling. This is fun. But it is my job as a terminally online wrestling fan that predominantly watches indies and Japanese wrestling to cheer for the bad guys, boo the good guys, talk about wrestling history, and go, oh, that wasn't sold as good as it could be. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry about how I am as a person. That must have been terrible. But the matches themselves and the event as a whole were incredible. Normally, I don't give props to anything even remotely WWE adjacent, but I've been a fan of TNA wrestling my entire life, up until like the last 2 years before the partnership of WWE, and I have yet to ever go to a show. So this was a big deal for me. This was not for me currently, but for me as a child who loved the product. So I'm happy that I at least got to experience it once in my life. And I got to experience a shit ton, bro. Dudes getting hit with guitars, motherfuckers jumping off of ladders, people being put through double tables, an Ultimate X match, some scathing promos, and some banger-ass theme songs. Whether I watched it or not does not fucking matter. That event, Slammiversary, that was dope as shit, dude. Fuck yeah. As I said before the intro, this year is past the halfway point. And with that being said, I've done many reviews, both on the websites, on the podcast, on the Instagram, and I've reviewed a lot of really good, heavy music. Which bears the question, what has been the top 5 best metal and hardcore albums, releases, EPs, whatever, so far this year? And even after asking that, will that continue to be the case in the second part of the year? I think a couple of these have staying power. A couple of these dropped my jaw, and I thought, this is exactly what I want in this genre. Now, if people can manage to do the same kind of thing, but better and more effectively, we might have some more shit to talk about, but there's a strong possibility that the bands and the releases I talk about right now are the end-all be-all for this fucking year. So let's get right into it. It was hard to dwindle it down, and it was hard to put these in a place, but I found 5 releases that I love with my entire heart, and hopefully you love them too. Here are my top 5 metal and hardcore releases so far in 2026. We start this shit off with number 5, and honestly, this is already better than most things that came out this year. We're starting hard as fuck, because number 5 is the demo from 1000 Blades. If you are a fan of Hatebreed or Foundation or even some of the earlier tracks by Stick to Your Guns, I can see this being right up your alley. It's aggressive. It's angry. It's at times upbeat. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it's solid as fuck. And especially if you look through it through the lens of it being a demo, the quality is better than most mainstream artists' full-on albums, which blows my mind. I like when a demo sounds like a demo. But when a band can do a demo all done by themselves and it sounds better than things that major artists put out, I gotta tip my cap to them. And I'm always fucking wearing a hat. At only 3 songs, this demo is not a hard listen at all. It's rather quick and you can listen to it multiple times because of just how fucking good it is. You say you're gonna listen to each of those one time, you end up listening to it like 4 times. And it came back in March. I found myself in the same exact predicament at least once every other week. Shit still fucking slaps. So it definitely deserves to be on the top 5. Now, later on that very same month, an EP dropped from a band that's bringing back that old school metalcore sound. The shit that I used to listen to in high school and bang my head and be like, "You've never heard of anything this fucking hard, have you, you pussy?" Well, they're back. That sound is back. And goddamn did they do it well. My number 4 is the band I Miss You Already and their EP, Teardrop of Stained Glass. Brings me back to when Warped Tours were good, concerts were cheap, and everything wasn't already fucking done already. The song structure was tight as fuck, the breakdowns hit like a motherfucker, the production was great. This is just another one of the hits that came out from the Coming Strife Records out of UK. It took me everything in my power to not just have this whole top 5 just littered with bands from the Coming Strife, because that label has been on a roll. But every video I've seen of I Miss You Already has been crazy. Every song I've heard, any clip I've heard has been crazy. The buzz that they generated and the amount of CDs that I personally know have been sold, crazy, crazy, crazy. Like, if I didn't put it up there in my top 5, I'm sure somebody would have hit me up and went, "But what about I Miss You Already?" Don't worry, bro. I fucking have them. They're number 4. Number 3 is some pure hateful shit coming out of the UK. It's heavy as fuck. I had a stank face the entire time, and it's been on constant rotation. For number 3, I had to put Smother and their new EP, The Suicide of Heaven. To best describe the band Smother, think of a more hardcore adjacent Immure, if Frankie Palmieri wasn't a little weeaboo baby bitch. Fuck that dude. At times you get things that sound like they would be in The Respect Issue by Immure. And then other times it just drum roll into 2 steps, and other time it makes you want to just punch everything within like a 20-foot radius of you. I fucking love it. This is the earliest entrance into the top 5, coming out in early February, but I still think I play this one way more than all the rest on this lineup. And as much as I like it, and as heavy as it is, there's one key reason why it's not number 2 or even number 1. And that is, there's a lot of inconsistencies instrumentally. While you get used to a rhythm and you think it's going to continue a little bit more, it'll switch off to something else. And you get used to that, it switches off to something else, and it's not really on time with what you think it would be, or as effective as it could be because of the constant switch-ups. Sometimes you're like, if you just fucking had a pattern, this would slap so much harder. But they don't. So, I have to kind of penalize it a little bit, but if I didn't showcase this, I wouldn't be able to fucking forgive myself. It is now time for the final 2 releases of metal and hardcore that I loved so far this year. And honestly, this last one was almost number 3. Only reason why it made it to number 2 over that last one was how much it surprised me. Number 2 is 100 Demons, Embrace the Black Light. How rare is it that a band will drop 2 fucking heater of an album, go on like a 20-year hiatus, and come back and drop something that blows those 2 other albums completely out of the water? Half the time it's 20 years later, it sounds nothing like the old shit. They're all old, they've grown up, they lost their aggression, the music is soft, there's no more screaming, people boo-hoo about it, and they give up on the band. Or they just go to the shows in hopes to hear the classics and the hits from 20 years prior. But 100 Demons came out swinging. Like, they put the fucking teeth of those old albums on the curb and stomped that shit American History X style. This was incredible. The heaviness, the aggression, the pacing of this whole entire album, it went by like a breeze. And I'm not even a fan of vocal distortion, like vocal effects of adding reverb and shit, but this worked with the 100 Demons album. I was thoroughly surprised. Were the really heavy parts and the breakdowns as heavy as this stuff from like Smother or not? No. But this had what everybody else hasn't had yet. Ambience. A mood behind it. Everybody's just doing two steps and breakdowns. This had a whole vibe around it. An eerie, dark vibe on top of just aggressive guitars, crushing breakdowns, and some reverbed shouting vocals from Peter Dorsey. And I fell in love with this the moment I heard it. This is on constant repeat. Honestly, on repeat more than my number one. But number one is super new. It's local. And it's a little treat for me. So, if another band can hit as hard as for being as long as 100 Demons were, I would be fucking surprised. This is probably like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of resurgence. And it's time for number one! Am I a little biased? Am I a little biased because this is the most local band on this count? Possibly. Maybe a little bit. But when it's hard, it's fucking hard. And this makes me want to commit crimes. So number one goes to the debut demo for the band Wise Choice. Just check this shit out. Raw, it's aggressive, it's violence invoking. It's short, so the replay value is through the fucking roof. A couple of my boys are in the band. There's so many things playing for this band. But Wise Choice, above all else, just fucking slaps, dude. Anything my buddy Johnny is involved in has just been incredible over the years. And I think this is better than his other bands, which is saying a lot, because his other bands are better than most bands. And I haven't been able to see Wise Choice yet, but if it's heavier and it's better than those other bands, god damn it, you're gonna have to put down a hefty fucking security deposit and make sure you have life insurance before you go to one of their shows. I wouldn't have it any other way. If you like what you heard through any of the snippets played right here on this listing, please go check out my Instagram account at JustPlainFilthy666, where I believe I have reviewed every single one of them, which will in turn also give you direct contact to the band, where you can find more music and see if they are playing in your area.
To box, don't be scared, don't pull back. I'm retired, okay? I had to after I killed that kid.
Very rarely do I ever get to review local bands. I don't usually get things sent to me. I don't usually see things dropping as they drop. I don't usually get a heads up. Oddly enough, a lot of my reviews are for bands from Europe and or the other side of the country. But sometimes my homies reach out to me and they go, hey, we respect you. We're boys. We love what you're doing. We're dropping something very, very soon. We want you to check it out early. We want you to review it. We want you to tell the world what you truly think. And they trust me. It just so happens that this most recent attempt at this, the band sounded really fucking good. So I don't have to bury motherfuckers. I get to boast and put them over. And I cannot wait. Because my boys in Quick Before the Outbreak are back. They dropped an EP when they came back. They're dropping another EP over the course of the next couple months. And this whole thing fucking rocks. There's not a set date on when the next one's going to drop. But I got to hear it in full. And goddamn, do I love this. The way Quick Before the Outbreak utilizes intros and synth work, just like Abandon All Ships does, like The Word Alive does, like Enter Shikari does, and they sprinkle it throughout the sound that literally transports you 15, 20 years in the past of the New England scene where everything was melodic singing and breakdowns and people running in place and headbanging and crouching down with their asses touching the floor. Bro, Quick Before the Outbreak brought back a style that I thought was dead and good for it because it had its time and its place, but they brought it back. They made it good. They made it awesome, and it made my neck hurt by the amount of fucking headbanging that I did in my apartment. The song structure, the production, the guitars, the singing, all the way to the fucking song titles just scream 2010 metalcore. Opening with the intro titled Let's Do It for the Dinosaurs Part 2, followed by the second song, which literally showcases everything that this band is capable of in a very impressive fashion, called Gorgonzola Bolognese. The third song, which is my favorite song, Big Badinky Bones in the Sinuola Cartel. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm assuming it's Sinuola. And then Lockjaw's credit score is 0, closing everything out. That screams 2010. But it's 2026. So did they do the impossible? Did they make that old school local sound good? I think so. Because the way that they structured this EP is incredible. They started off being like, hey, here's the vibe. Here's what we're going to give you. Here's a little something different to intrigue you and bring you closer so you can immerse yourself in what's about to happen. Song 2. We're going to throw everything at you. We're going to lay everything on the table. These are all the things that we are capable of. Here's all the other things that you are going to get throughout the entirety of this EP. And just when you think, wow, that was really fucking good, they switch it up slightly for track number 3, where their whole thinking is, okay, we showed them what we can do. Let's show them how well we can do those things and blow their fucking mind. And that's exactly what they did. Because we have synth that is mesmerizing. We have harmonies that are incredible. We have crisp drumming. We have really good screaming vocals. Breakdowns are cool, and even the little moments where it goes down and lulls into straight up atmosphere. This is easily my favorite song out of the local scene in years. And then to end it all with hey, you think we're just going to be a synthy band with breakdowns and shit? You don't think we can actually just beat some fucking ass and get aggressive? Fuck you. They drop all the gimmicks, they drop all the tropes, and they deliver just a straight up melodic hardcore song that can rival most. I mean, I know I'm putting this up on a pretty fucking high pedestal, but listening to this, I was like, God damn it. Yeah, I hear all the influences. I see what they're capable of. I hear what was underneath the atmosphere before, and this is stripped down, this is raw, and this is fucking aggressive. What a great way of ending this EP. And the way that I describe this in my other reviews is just being intrigued to come into this immersive experience of an elegy, similar to how a cartoon character will smell a pie and lift off the ground and float towards it. But once you float towards it and you enter the room in which this is playing, you get pummeled and kissed on the forehead and then slapped around and kicked around even more, and then you get the salvation of the atmosphere in the third song, and you're like, cool, I made it out unscathed. Psych, you fucking dummy! All that shit is gone away. It's in the past. Here comes a train now. You're about to get ran the fuck over. You get hit by that train, you spin out onto the floor, bloodied and beaten, and you go, wow, what the fuck was that? That was crazy. Well, my friends, that was an elegy. And that's what you have in store for you very, very soon, as these songs are dropping left and right. 4 tracks in total. No dropping point that's been put out there yet. So keep an eye out on social media, on Spotify, and every other place you listen to music for the new EP, An Elegy, by Quick Before the Outbreak. Well, it's time to do those fucking plugs and hit the old dusty trail. So, let's plug some shit. This coming Tuesday, July 7th at Midway Cafe in Boston, Massachusetts, Heart Divided will have his very own headline show with support by Suicide Child, crazy motherfucker, T. Harvey, Dying Star, J. Rem, and myself. This will be a Bars Over Bars presentation. It is $10, it is cash only, and it is sure to be a really fucking good time. July 10th in Lowell, Massachusetts, Bars Over Bars will be teaming up with me, Just Plain Filthy, to have 2 hardcore bands headline a show full of hip-hop artists, because we got myself, Kill Murray, J Vibe, Worm Food, and Burn Herm opening for the motherfuckers that are Kusozu and my longtime friends, Inconvenience Store. This is 21 plus as it is at a bar, but it is completely free. So if you ain't a little baby bitch ass and you over the age of 21, pull the fuck up and throw the fuck down. Merch will be there, drinks will be there, and most importantly, good times will also be there. Next on the dock, we got Beach Bars. Bars Over Bars will be coming to Gloucester, Massachusetts at Magnolia Pub. It is going to be another free event. It is earlier in the day, as it will be starting at 5:30 and ending about 9. But don't let that discourage you from having a good time on a fucking Saturday, because Luke from Lost Planet's going to be there. Tweak and Mags are going to be there. Young Magoo, Ace Dawn, I Can't Cry, Just Cole, Connor Marks, and Kill Murray will be in attendance once again at the Magnolia Pub in Gloucester, Massachusetts, July 18th. And the last show we have for the month is Bars Over Bars, coming to Beverly, Mass at Jacob's Corner. My boy Blunt O'Keefe is coming back to Massachusetts from Florida, and along with him is once again Luke from Lost Planet, my boy J Vibe, M Dog, Ty Guy, Morning Run, and myself. It is another free event starting at 9 p.m., 21 plus, and it's July 24th in Beverly, Massachusetts. So that's all the shit I got for you this week. Lots of great music for you to check out. Lots of good things coming in the coming weeks or months. Things you need to keep your eye and ear to the ground for, like SpongeBob with the Pioneers. So remember to support your local venues, support your local musicians, get some drinks, have some fun, and have a great fucking day. I'll see you next week.